Hello friends, this video on thermodynamics part 13 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to part 12 before going ahead with part 13. Now let us talk about isochoric process. As I told, it is the process in which volume remains constant throughout. In this case, no work is done on or by the gas. Like how we discussed in the previous two processes, what is the work done? In this case, there is no work done. Why is it so? Because as already defined, work is nothing but pressure into change in volume. Here volume is constant, therefore change in volume will be zero because volume is remaining constant. So there is no change in volume. Therefore, we can say that work done is equal to zero. Heat absorbed is completely used to change its internal energy and its temperature. How do we know that? From first law of thermodynamics, we can say that delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. Now in isochoric process, delta W is 0. That means delta Q is equal to delta U. So what is delta Q? Delta Q is the heat supplied to a body. That means that is the heat absorbed by the system. What is delta U? That is the change in internal energy. So that means heat absorbed is completely utilized to change its internal energy and its temperature, because change in internal energy is directly related to change in temperature. So whatever heat is supplied to the system, that is completely used up in changing the internal energy. Now when we talked about isochoric process, that is a process at constant volume, we can also talk about this particular value, that is specific heat capacity at constant volume. What will be this? This specific heat capacity as per definition for unit mole is delta Q by delta T at constant volume. Now delta Q becomes equal to delta U at constant volume. So this specific heat capacity becomes delta U by delta T. Now we'll talk about isobaric process. Isobaric process is the one where pressure remains constant throughout the process. So what is the work done in this case? In this case, work done is nothing but pressure multiplied by change in volume. So this becomes pressure into V2 minus V1, where V2 is the final volume and V1 is the initial volume. This can be written as PV2 minus PV1. Now for ideal gas, we know that what is PV? PV is equal to nRT. See, sometimes I am writing N, sometimes I am not writing N. Don't get confused with that. If I am not writing N, that means I am considering 1 mole of gas. So even if you write N, that will not make any difference. So nRT2 minus nRT1. So this is nothing but nRT2 minus T1. So this will be the work done in case of an isobaric process. Heat absorbed goes partly to increase internal energy and partly to do work, because in this case from first law it is delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. So here delta W will be equal to nR T2 minus T1, right? So that means the amount of heat which is absorbed is partly used to increase internal energy and partly used to do work. Let us talk about cyclic process. What is a cyclic process? As the name suggests, cyclic. That means something related to circle. So cyclic process is the one where the system returns to the initial state. So the system returns to where it started from, right? So that is, it started from here. It moves around the world and it comes back again to that point. So that is cyclic. You come back to where you started from. So even in case of a cyclic process, the change in internal energy is equal to 0. Why is it 0? Because in this system, what happens? Your initial state and final state are the same. There is no difference between your initial state and final state. So obviously when there is no difference, then there will be no change in internal energy, because there will be no change in temperature involved. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.